We are ready to start our concentric design, which is a 3-strand twining of the box within the box within the box, or the box of daylight. We are going to start right at this point, and then the second one starts at this point, and the third one starts at this point, and the treasure starts right over here. So if you notice, there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 of snow rows. And we are going 1, 2 warps, and then 1, 2 warps, then 1 and 2 warps. So there's a little pattern that's going on that you will be able to find on how you handle your warp count and your snow rows. The first concentric box from the side cords is 1, 2, 3, 4 warps in. So we're going to come over here. So here's our side cords. We go 1, 2, 3, 4 in. And I have this little cute blue. That could be our marker. Just going to put that right there. Bow. And then on the other side, we have our 2 side cords. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will be the starting and the end of our first box. So that concentric box is a 3-strand twining from vertical to horizontal. And we have 3 weavers that have been measured at 28 inches. And we're going to grab one of them and put the 2 around, and we're going to interlock them just like we did with the 2 color salvage pattern. So making sure those are even, making sure that's even. So we have these 2 that are interlocking these 2 wefts. So we're going to bring this one up above, and that kind of creates like a V. You could put your finger, your weaving fingers, between the front and the back of these 2. And here we have the 2 side cords, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our marker, and this is where we're going to start. I'll pull that down just so it's out of the way. I'm going to insert, and we have 2 in the back, and I'm holding, pinching and holding. I'm going to work with the 2 in the front, and we have a V. I have one going to the left and one going to the left, one going to the right. I'm going to work with these 2. One is going to go behind the first weft and up. So it's starting its journey. And now this one is going to jump over in the front of the first one, and is going to go where this one is coming out from the front, and it's going to go behind 1 warp and up. And now this one's going to start its journey. The ones I've been holding in the back, pinching and holding, I'm going to turn it to the back and go up and away, and these ones are going to be waiting to be woven. So now I have 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to grab this one, and it's going to go with those 2 over there. So I'm just going to give it a place to rest, and you can loop them together if you want. Nice way to keep them in order. So I have 1, 2, and 3. That's what they look like right now. This one is going to drop down, and it's going to go over 2 warps to join this one and jump in the back, and it's going to go over 2 warps and up. And this one is going to jump over 3 warps go behind 2 and up. So that was the starting. Now we're going to continue this pattern, which is jumping over 4 warps. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to jump out where the first one's coming out from the back. This one is going to jump to the back, and it's going to jump over 1, 2 from the back and go forward and up. And this fun rhythm of 3-strand twining. You grab all 3 of them and hold them. You take the last one and let it fall, and it goes under the 2 to the back and goes 1, 2, behind 2 in the back, and returns to the front. So we have 1, 2, 3. The third one goes under the 2, behind 2 warps, and returns to the front. And this one's going to jump over 4 warps under these 2, go behind 1, 2, and to the front. Nice pattern. We have the spiral weft visiting us. Now put that back there. And here's where we're ending, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 from the side cords. So I'm going to now take this one. It's going to jump over 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to go behind 1 warp in the back. We have 1, 2, 3. This one's going to jump over 1, 2, 3 and go over 1 warp in the back. And then look at where we're at. Here's the 2 side cords. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where we need to end. So we have 1, 2. This one's going to jump over 1, 2 warps and go to the back. This one's going to jump over 1 warp and go to the back. And now we have finished the first 3-strand twining. You could just admire it and look at it. You could feel the back to see, make sure you didn't miss one. See that they lay side by side. We're going to do a snow row right underneath, putting in the fringe, the weaver, and looking about to recall where we're at. And it's going over 2, so we need to go over 1 to alternate these snow rows. I have 2 puppies, so every once in a while they'll think they have to bark at something. Just in case people are coming home. Everyone's coming home from school and work and Amazon and the postal and buses. And I'm going to stop on 1, grab those 2 side cords. I'm going to give it a little, just a little tug. Different pressures going on those warps with the 3-strand twining. I'm going to twirl, make a circle, have the tail jump through, hold on to that, and have it as close to the side cords as I can. Nice. So we have our spiral weft that we need to take care of. Bring those down, and those are, here's the 2 side cords, 1, 2 warps, and it's going to jump from the edge and go forward to the design field over the two and up into the back. On the left side, here's the two side cords. Here's the two warps that we're working with. And it's going to jump down, go to the back, and up and away for now. And we have one more row to do before we put in our other concentric box. And put in the fringe. We want to take care of our fringe just at the spiral left. And before we do another snow row, we need to take care of our 3-strand twining. So we have one that's in the front and we have two that's in the back. We're going to swivel both of those to the front, and you could look at the back just to make sure you're not grabbing a spiral, that you've grabbed the two other. So what I'm going to, I grab them both just to make it easier, and I have the one on top and I need to just leave one in the front, so I'll return this one to the back. I'm going to give them a little loop so they don't get mixed up with the spiral. I'm going to come over here and take care of this concentric box, 3-strand twining. So we get ready to start. Where we have the markers, so we need to bring them both to the front. Make a peek in the back just to make sure you didn't grab a spiral. And I have the two from the back. The first one on top. I'm just going to grab one of those and return one to the back. And we grab this group. Just give it a little loop. Here we go. Now we're ready for another snow row. We can set them. We have the fringe. We have the weaver in. We can look above. Above was 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. So now we know that this needs to be 2, 2, 2, all the way to the end. You can see that the alternating warps. And we got the last two and our side cords. Just look in the back, make sure you didn't grab anything in those weavers. Twirl, twirl, twirl. Circle. Tails jump through and get as close to that as we can. And take care of our fringe.